Hey, it's plant-based diet week, and so I was gonna come to the garden. I want to show you, I haven't been on in a while, but I was just gonna show you that it doesn't take much space to get plant diversity in your life. All right, so you can see mint, tons and tons of it. We put this in, obviously I took a chance. I knew it would take over, and it did, so we pull out like 3/4 of it at the beginning of the season. So we did that, but it will grow back for sure, and we'll probably have trouble with it shortly. We got a pepper plant. We've got 2 of these patio snacker cucumbers. I love these guys, and actually, I like to grow them upward on the trellis, and then the little baby cucumbers are perfect. Put lots of marigolds in to guard from the rabbits a little bit, not so many in this bed. Some thyme over there that just keeps coming back every year. Put our tomatoes, it's May and we're already getting some buds there. Some tomatoes starting. Obviously basil is like booming, doing really well. Some more pepper plants. My favorite, nasturtium. Here, I've got 2 varieties here. You can eat the leaves and the flowers. They're so yummy. Here's some sage. We can dry that or put it in recipes. I can cut that down, I think, and it'll come back. It flowered really pretty in the spring. There's some more sage there. Oregano, which was like super prolific every year. It just comes back. That too, I just like pull and just contain it to how much I like. It's already, you can see, taking over a lot of the bed. And then eucalyptus is doing really well. It's kind of liking to be kind of guarded, I think, a little bit. Lots of parsley, which we use a ton of that in smoothies and recipes, all kinds of stuff. Again, lots of marigolds around the edges to protect. So I'm really trying to protect this Swiss chard this year. Last year the rabbits got to all of it. This year, so I was like, I am putting marigolds around the entire area, and so far so good. So that's great. That'll just keep coming back. I just cut that, right down at the stem, and then we can eat that. Tarragon is here. That's great. I like to put it in this little trellis guy because it lays down. It's kind of floppy, and then it takes up too much space in the bed. So I like to keep it in that little trellis. Here's some Roman chamomile. I swear I planted this on the other side of the garden last year, but now it's showing up over here. So I don't know if it hopped, but I also have the Roman chamomile over here as well. And that, honestly, this is its 3rd or 4th year, maybe more, and it was there for the whole summer, or actually in the winter. It was still there partly in the winter, which was amazing. More basil here. I tucked the, you can see the cilantro is now flowering, but I tucked it back here to protect it as much as possible. But you can see, so there's like the seeds. The coriander is the seed of cilantro, if you didn't know that. And then getting sidetracked here a little bit, but we keep the cherry tomatoes, the little grape tomatoes on this, and we've just got it attached to this little trellis here this year. But back over to the last bed. Here, the zucchinis are already coming in. You can see that's so cool. They traditionally need so much space, so I kind of hate giving so much of the garden space to that, but it needs it. Kale was here all winter. It was last year I planted for the first time. It got purple here and then over the winter, and now it's just coming back. I love it, and it had those really, I think some of you saw, it had these really pretty little yellow flowers on it at some point that are kind of coming back too, so I'll have to keep cutting that back. And this is all popping up weeds here, which I have to get to, but what I do is I have holy basil that shows up in this bed every year too, that I keep intentionally, and so I wait to make sure the difference. So you can see, okay, so these are kind of rounded, right, but then this is more pointed. So this is the holy basil that's coming back, and it gets really prolific. I love it. So in the past couple years, the zucchini plants start not doing so well. I just surrender the zucchini, and then I let this become like a holy basil bed, the queen of herbs. And then another tomato plant, which is doing really well. And here's a rosemary plant, and then you can see these are tomato volunteers coming up, I believe, from the past, because we just kind of keep the bed. We don't do a lot of digging. And then here's, I think this is purslane, so this should be all edible too. And then we did put some mushroom compost in this year, and so we're getting all these little mushrooms for the first time. So I have to learn a little bit more about those mushrooms to make sure I can touch them. Anyway, and then over here, a lot of Shasta daisies. These were potato vines that, or not potato, pumpkin vines. We had let our pumpkins just sit here from fall last year, and so these little seeds just took hold, and now we're going to try to like loop it all the way around across and around the bend to the house. And then I think this one we're going to try to do the same, and we're going to try to take it across there. We might try to save it. A lot of lavender here. And then this here I wanted to show you too is, this is that lamb's quarter that never paid for, just showed up as a weed, and then I let it go to seed and just kind of keep it as a plant. This is, you can tell it's really distinct because you can see the leaf is really distinct. And you'll know it too because there's kind of like a white powderiness on the underside, but it's lamb's quarter again, and you can use that just like you do with spinach. It's like really, really nutrient dense, and then it will get super tall and big. And I actually have, I do pull some of it. I pulled some to make room for the pumpkin, but there was more of it here. And then let's see, yeah, and then just some more lavender, and then some more mint over here is what we've got. So that's all. And then I do have, see, this is another set of the, this just started showing up. It's more of that lamb's quarter. You can see it's got a little tiny bit of a difference. It's got a little red edge to it. But yeah, I just kept it coming in here and let it be. So, all right, signing off. Garden for 2024.